Hello, my brothers and sisters. My name is Tim Heijen, and I love to call myself a dragon witch. I use dragon magic, and every time that I'm using it, I learn something new from it. Because the dragon is a great teacher. He teaches me how I should actually cast a spell. He teaches me every single day, and that for 19 years already. And how to cast spells. How to cast spells, my brothers and sisters, is not at all like, for example, we are a different kind of branch of Wicca. You know, we are draconic Wicca. In fact, we are not really Wicca, but we are called like this because we are also witches. We also use magic, but for all of the reason that it's surrounded by dragons. But there are things that I learned and something that I would love to share with you, my brothers and sisters, because a lot of people make mistakes when casting out dragon spells. The first of all, I want to give you 9 advices. First of all, that you should do casting dragon spells, that you should do this unforced, that you shouldn't say, oh, I have to do this, I do this, I don't like to do this, but anyway I'm going to do this. No. When you cast out a spell, you are 100% behind it and you are motivated for casting out a spell in the dragon's name, out of your dragon spirit. So it's when you do a cast out a spell, it should be 100%. Yeah, you should be behind this. You should love it. How to cast a spell, you should love to cast that spell. When you go in front of your dragon altar or go into the forest, when you cast out a spell, it should be, yeah, 100% unforced. It should be, you should love it. How to cast a spell, you should love it, first of all. 100% motivated. And second of all, when you cast out a spell, don't forget about the dragon. Don't forget, because it's easy. You want to cast out a spell, but you forget about the dragon. So that won't be a dragon. That won't be casting out a dragon spell because you forget about the dragon. The dragon is by your side, and your dragon is actually your go magician, your go magic user. And without him, actually, you are no power plant together. When you are with your dragon, you are 100% a force of nature. But you forget about the dragon, so there is no force actually of nature, just you. When you are not connected to each other, there is no casting spells. When you are forcing hands, when you are casting spells with each other, you are doing it as one. So don't forget about the dragon by your side when casting out spells. Your dragon is everything. So when you do everything, they are your co-magicians, that you can say. And also, the third one that I actually made a lot of mistakes in is don't forget about your dragon self. When you cast out spells, you should automatically actually change into a dragon within your soul and sometimes even act like a dragon. When you cast out spells, it's better to do this all alone, all by yourself, so that you won't be feeling feeling, yeah, strange when you are behaving like a dragon, because when you cast out spells, you basically are a dragon because you have the authority to cast out spells in the name of the dragon. And why? Because of your dragon spirit. Your dragon spirit is the one that casts it out. So don't forget about your dragon self. And also sometimes when you cast out a spell, don't forget to change into a dragon, because humans actually are not allowed to cast out dragon spells. Why can you? Because you have something, a force of the dragon within you. And that is not something to forget. You should never forget about your dragon self. And use also your dragon self. Sometimes change into a dragon. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be anything like this. Do this all by yourself. And just when you cast out a spell, don't forget the dragon roar. So how you want to do it. And also the fourth one, that is, don't forget to balance. Because dragons, when they cast out spells, they don't have to use words, but they are perfect in balance, in dark and light. They are perfect male and female, fire and water. That is what dragons are. They don't hate. For example, humans hate, and when you cast out a spell in pure, unbalanced hatred, then some things can burn. And that is how powerful dragon magic is. When you cast out a spell in 100% darkness, then darkness will eventually also come with you, and that won't be pretty, actually. I mean, dragon magic in itself is very powerful, and when you cast out a dragon spell unbalanced, it will actually bounce back in your face. And that you should actually cast out a spell just like dragons are. Dragons are perfect in balance in dark and light. And if you are filled with emotions, especially negative emotions, it will bounce back in your face. So before you cast out a spell, it's better actually to meditate a bit before you do that. There is nothing wrong with darkness, but you shouldn't let you lose yourself into this. And the fifth one that I want to recommend for you: always be respectful to the dragon. When you cast out a spell, it's very common to say that you shouldn't see the dragon as some kind of a slave, or some kind of that you can command dragons. I mean, no. Always be respectful for dragons, because the dragons that are surrounding you are counting on you so that you will know who they are. You know your dragons more than anyone, and that is also where they count on. They count on you, actually. And when you say, dragons, come here because I say so, never do that. Dragons, come here and aid me in my spell. Always ask polite to your dragons if they want to aid you and guide you wherever you want to cast out a spell and why you want to do this. Always be respectful to your dragons. Always see them as some kind of a family, and that you need their aid for something that you need. And that is also when you cast out a spell, don't be selfish. Don't be selfish, like winning the lottery. That is not what dragon magic is meant for. It's always going to be respectful, 100% respect. And the sixth one is be creative, because there is nothing in books of how you should cast out a dragon spell. Be creative, because your dragons are actually expecting you for who you are, 100% you. There shouldn't be a copy. I mean, there shouldn't be a copy of words that you should say, dragons, please come to me. No. No, dragons will actually don't see that. I mean, you might even, you might see they might see it the wrong way when you are saying words of another. They want your words. They want to hear your words. And also, very, very, very important to say, your dragon self, your dragon spirit cannot cast out spells when you say empty words. When you say empty words and you are not creative at all, you just copy whatever someone else did, that is empty. Your dragon spell won't work if you are not creative and being yourself. Very important when you cast out spells, but also everything that you do for the dragon should be creative. When you build yourself a dragon altar, when you create yourself a place for dragons, when you want to speak with dragons, always be yourself and be creative. When you want to dance before the dragon, you can do that. You can always do that. So don't be embarrassed of what other people should say. No, do that wherever you are alone. And that is also another one that I want to recommend. Words that are meant and loved. Dragons normally don't use words that much. When they cast out spells, it goes by itself. And also sometimes it happens with us as well. But it's better actually to speak the words. And when you speak the words for your dragons and also for your casting out the spell, you should be using words that are meant and loved. That is actually a bit the same like being respect. That whenever you are saying and casting out a spell for the dragon, it's 100% meant. It's sincere. And when you cast out a spell, I don't know, dark or light or balanced together, it's sincere. It comes from your dragon heart that you want to cast out a spell. It should be unforced, and it should be meant, and it should be loved. Every single word that you are saying in the dragon's name. And it comes from your dragon spirit, it comes from your dragon heart. And also, the ninth recommendation that I want to say to you, if you cast out a spell, see your dragon in front of you. When your dragon is in front of you and saying to them, it's casting out a dragon spell is like saying to your dragons things that you want to say something to your dragon, and don't see it like the dragon is somewhere. No, see them in front of you, see them where they are with you. You should actually, when you cast out a spell, practically see your dragon at that moment, because at that moment you are trying to connect you, your dragon, and your dragon god all together. So to cast out a spell, it's very powerful, so act like the dragon is in front of you, so when you cast out a dragon spell. And also the ninth recommendation, and that is actually something that I already said, is never command dragons. When you cast out a spell, and that is where DJ Conway is very, very wrong in, never command dragons. They don't react nicely to that. Never, ever. I never met a dragon spirit or energy, or a dragon energy in itself, that is very pleased to say when you are commanding them. No, 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 no. The big no. When you cast out a spell, don't forget that dragons don't want to be commanded. They are very proud beings, and they are not like animals that a lot of people think that dragons are animals and dragons should listen to humans. First of all, your cover is a human, and you should know better than actually see them as animals like horses or dogs or whatever. They are dragons, and dragons are very high in their ranking, and they don't want to be commanded. They don't want to be seen as lesser, and it's actually very ugly whenever you see them this way. Actually, you should see dragons as on equal level, not as below you. And when you cast out a spell, that is easily where all humans forget what this is. I mean, that you shouldn't command dragons, that you shouldn't see them as slaves or pets or whatever lesser. That is easy humanity. Forget your humanity. And that is also the next recommendation that I want to say to you, that you are on equal level, that you are the same as them. And even if you call them dragon gods and dragon angels and dragon guardians, in fact you are dragon spirit. And that is the reason why you can cast out dragon spells. Never forget that you can cast out spells because of your dragon spirit, and you should show it to yourself. So 9 recommendations. So do it unforced. Don't forget about the dragon by your side. Don't forget about your dragon self. Always do it balanced, respectful, creative. Use the words that are meant and loved, and act like the dragon is in front of you, and never command dragons. Those are my recommendations to cast out a perfect dragon spell. And I did a lot of spells, and I even used witchcraft for this, and it's indeed very powerful. I've seen things inside of my 19 years. In the beginning, I was very skeptical whenever I used dragon spells. But it's very powerful, very, very powerful. Dragon magic, dragon energy. When you use this, when you cast out spells, usually 9 out of 10 times it will be delivered. And also see your dragon spells as, that you always work together with dragons. You work together with a great force. And also every single time when you cast out a spell, something of you gets more awakened. But always use it respectful, always use it creative, and always use it with love for your dragons.